My name is Michael Rising, and I'm currently a cold case investigator with the Walton County Sheriff's Department. My background is I'm a former Marine officer, Vietnam veteran. When I left the Marines, I went right into the FBI as a special agent. Spent 21 years in the FBI. This type of work is something that I did a lot of, we call them history cases in the FBI, where you're tracking criminal activity over a long period of time, and it requires patience and a lot of attention to detail and a lot of digging. A lot of my work is sitting at a desk and going through files and on the phone, and the rest of it I'm out quite a bit. A lot of legwork, interviewing old people, the initial first responders, EMS and sheriff's personnel that have responded to these old homicides, and then from there conduct logical investigation and attempt to put these cases together. The current case I'm working on came to light here recently. It was an event occurred April 18th of 2004. An individual over towards the Loganville, rural Loganville area, was out jogging, and it was on a Sunday morning. The Friday before, he had driven by this location and had observed a red plastic bag alongside the road when he was driving. So when he ran by this on a Sunday, he saw obviously an infant that was lying next to the bag, and it was not alive. And he immediately called the fire department, and subsequently the sheriff's department came out, and it was a full-term infant. Inside the red bag was a Kmart bag with the placenta, and the baby was, a crime scene investigation was conducted, and the infant was transported to the state crime lab. They were unable to determine the ethnicity of the child, other than it was a full-term male that had been birthed, a natural birth. So this case was worked as a homicide. Initially, the initial reaction was that some young girl had an unwanted pregnancy and had decided to abandon the baby for whatever the reason, and which brought it to that point. There were tire tracks near the infant, which led the investigators to believe that and it was substantiated, the child had been run over by a vehicle, and the location of that contact was off of the main road. So we don't know if it was intentional or if a car had run off the road, but be that as it may, the original investigators immediately contacted the local schools, middle schools, high schools, and church organizations in an attempt to identify any potential young females who may have been pregnant, and they ended up interviewing 7 or 8 different young girls, and they either found a pregnant female or a baby. So they were able to wash these folks out as potential suspects. And then there were some press releases that were made after 5 or 6 months of investigation. Basically, there were no other leads to follow, and the case went stale, went cold.
If you have any information about this or any of the cold cases, contact homicide investigator Michael Rising at the Walton County Sheriff's Office. All calls are confidential.
Hello, I'm Walton County Sheriff Joe Chapman. In the following weeks, we're going to present cold cases to you that have occurred in Walton County. If you have any information or know of anything that could be of help to us, please don't hesitate to contact us at the Walton County Sheriff's Office or contact Investigator Mike Rising. Thank you.